Hey y'all, it's LSD O'Neil back with another video today. Today I wanted to talk about something that I think doesn't need to be in Dead by Daylight anymore, at least at the capacity that it currently is. And that is map offerings. And we've had map offerings since literally the beginning, just like a lot of the other offerings that we have in the game. Most of those have faded out to obscurity, and I think map offerings can easily fit into that slot potentially. I do believe that there's a little bit of a nuance when it comes to it. I think that there's some weirdness with it where some of them feel like it's fine, and then sometimes it feels like it's really annoying and unfun to go against. Obviously no one wants to go against, say, a skull merchant who's bringing you to fucking the game or something and not letting you really play the game. So, you know, there's instances where it feels really bad when killers bring you places that you shouldn't be brought to, that feel awful on that killer, that feels oppressive, or you feel like you're not able to do anything. And this goes for on the other side as well, because survivors do the same thing. They like to bring killers to maps that are very strong for Survivor, that they know very well, that they've been like playing on a lot, and so killers have a hard time adapting depending on the situation. Sometimes it's not too bad if it's like an S tier killer, they don't really give a shit, and then if it's maybe someone who's a lot of macro sense, maybe sometimes it doesn't really matter too much on their part either. But being brought to Badham always feels bad, no matter what side you're on, because that map needs to be fucking removed. Now, if we didn't get rid of them, I wonder what we could do to potentially fix them and make them less annoying to go against on either side. I have, I think, two ideas, really, nothing too crazy, just two quick things where I think that potentially we could change them to make them less annoying, or at least a little better for both sides at the end of the day, because it is an annoying thing that both sides have to deal with. So here. First, very simply, limit the amount of offerings you can bring in a day. I think survivors should get maybe 2 per day in like a 24-hour time frame, kind of like the ban thing, even though I know it's nothing close to being ban worthy or anything. I'm just comparing it to where in the 24 hours, if you use 2 offerings, you can't use them for 24 hours strictly from the second offering. Then on killer, I'd probably increase it just a little bit, just because it's a 4v1 kind of thing, and maybe put it on like 3 or 4 for the killer, just so that we at least get more variance out of our games. Yes, people can still bring their map offerings, and they can still enjoy the maps that they'd like to enjoy at least once a day, and it still isn't too much. It's just going to the same map over and over and over again. For most players, is not very fun, and there are some people out there who will literally only run the same maps over and over and over again, and it just blows my mind. I don't know how they think that's fun for them. I don't get it. Variance is what makes the game fun, in my opinion. But anyway, that is the first idea of potentially fixing map offerings. I know this is going to be absolutely insane to say, but what if we had some kind of incentive for not using map offerings? I know that it'd be weird to decide what it would mean. So like, say if the whole match, if someone used a map offering, could no one get it? Like, could you be detrimental to the whole team or to the whole game and everyone gets kind of screwed over? Or do you just screw over the person who actively brings it? Because both of them have ups and downs if you do it that way. Because obviously, say you're in a Swift and you just rotate who brings a map offering, and then it doesn't really fucking matter, because yeah, one game they get the little bit of, oh no blood points or something. Not to that extreme. Not saying that it should be no blood points or something. Just something to incentivize people for doing it. So maybe double blood points, give them 100% bonus, or maybe even a 50% bonus for not bringing the item. And then if they do bring it, they just get 0% bonus. They get the normal matchmaking or whatever. Because I think incentives are definitely better with fixing things, quote unquote fixing things, than putting punishments in, because people will just eat the punishment. They don't give a shit. If they want to do what they want to do, they're going to do it anyway. So it's better to incentivize people to do the other way and let people enjoy the game the way that they want to, if they really want to go down that road. Otherwise, yeah, they can not get the bonus blood points if that's not what they want, you know? Obviously, it'd be super lame if the killer got in trouble for the Swifts bringing it in, but the killers also bring in map offerings as well, and it would be weird for survivors to get punished for it. I think it would be an individual basis, and then if you're in a Swift, maybe everybody, like, if you're in a group of 3 and someone brings it, I think that's still also too extreme. Maybe they do the limit system. I think the limit system is probably just better in general. I know some people would really hate that, and I don't blame them. I understand that a lot of people like being able to choose the map. I just don't. I think the game is much more fun when there's variance, and if we keep taking away the variance, it becomes very stale and stagnant. Just look at the metas. The metas are super boring every single time they come up, and I think if we keep things as variable as possible, we would have more fun in the game. They could also at least make sure that you don't get the same map twice in a row ever as one side or the other. So you don't get freaking Badham 3 twice in a row because you ran into 2 Swifts that ran it. Like, it would just deny the offering and throw you into a map that neither of you guys played on. It's kind of lame that offerings override the anti-same map thing that they have in. I think that's really unfortunate because I know some people have been on the same realm for multiple matches, and if it's Badham for like multiple matches, it is miserable. No one wants to go to Badham more than once. I don't care who the fuck you are. If you guys have any idea of how to potentially fix them, not saying that they're necessarily broken, but if you had any ideas to make them more balanced or more interesting to use, if you don't like using them, because I don't like using them, so I understand that there's probably others who don't. But if you have any ideas on how to change them or make them better or worse for whatever reason, go ahead and please leave a comment. I would like to discuss with you down there below. It'd be cool. I know that everyone has a nuanced opinion on things that are not straight black and white. Things are complex and complicated. It's fun to have discussions. And anyway, if you guys liked, please like the video. That'd be awesome. It'd mean a lot. And if you guys also like the video, maybe potentially subscribe. I try to do daily content. Sometimes I'm slow on it, and sometimes I miss episodes. Sometimes I miss days, yada yada, it happens. But I try to be as consistent as possible because I want to bring a discussion platform to YouTube like a lot of other content creators do as well. I think it's a fun way to interact with other members of the community, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.